amazing response I received from the second instalment, I knew I was going to have to do something more creative to compete with the last one and do something totally different. I set about catching some incredible carp from some naughty venues, consisting of quick in and out captures travelling light, keeping me on my toes. Sit back, relax and watch the story unfold. This, my angling friends, is Forbidden Routes 3.
Ready or not, 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 ready or not. Here I go, 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 here I go. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not. Here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go, here I
Let's rewind now, back to early spring, when I had an amazing day taking 3 incredible carp off the surface at the sandpit. Whilst I rested to swim, I went to rehydrate myself and get a spot of lunch. After recharging, I found myself walking around a lake set inside an urban jungle. It really was incredible, and to my surprise I stumbled across a group of small carp sunning themselves in a sheltered corner of the lake. There were a handful of good ones amongst them, with a seriously cool mirror that was remarkably bigger than the rest. I came inches from capturing it when this one shot out of nowhere taking the bait. I'm not complaining though. I managed to get some footage that was out of focus unfortunately, but I was later able to redeem myself as I caught it again on a different method.
Back at this the lake, which is full of little carp, but there is one fish that I really want to get in particular, and that's this big scaly mirror I've seen. But I think this is the same fish I managed to catch earlier on in it, when I was filming here before, but all the footage was blurry, so I managed to get this one pretty good. Nice. Actually quite a cool looking fish, mate, to be fair. Massive rudder. That's how we do it, in and out before the carp's even awake.
These next 2 venues are a little different from the norm, one of which held a big ghostie around the 30-pound mark. I know I'm not the first person to catch this fish, but I don't care. I just wanted this shot in my portfolio, and I set off for a day trip to scope out the place, not knowing a thing about it.
Right, we've arrived at Castle. It's a bank holiday weekend, so it's pretty busy, but we've come to check out the koi that swim around in the moats, so you might not be able to get the rods out today because it's busy, but we're going to go and have a little scope around and check it out.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing when feeding these fish. There were thousands of carp, all different colours and sizes. The hardest thing was going to be getting the bread inside the big one's mouth first.
this fish popped up. Nailed it straight away. Not one for ornamentals, but what a place to catch it from. Buzzing.
After leaving this venue, I packed up leaving Sharpish and headed off. When I was back at the van, it suddenly dawned on me that a mate told me of another lake close by that really was worth paying a visit. So I have him to thank for that. You know who you are. Being really close, I decided to pull in, and I was dazzled by the beauty of this place. I couldn't believe the incredible scaly carp I stumbled across on my first walk round. I wasted no time and very quickly got a fresh hook tied onto the sawn off and equipped myself with a loaf of bread.
Right, we've been on the go since 4 o'clock in the morning. I've just slipped that one back from the other venue, and I thought there's a venue real close by. I've just got the biggest fish out of the lake. First cast. What a fish. I don't think I've ever been so happy. What a morning. Incredible fish. Old as the hills, I reckon. Show you the other side. Look at that, big old armoured scales. 2 fish in the bag, and it's only just gone 6 in the morning. Both off the surface as well, incredible. Right, let's slip her back.
Wow, what a morning. Not one I'm going to forget anytime soon. That mirror was just absolutely incredible. It looked as old as the hills with its war-wounded skin and big apple slice scales. I thought at this moment it was the biggest fish in the water, but with a brief chat with someone, I was soon to realise there was another mirror that topped 30 pounds. This was all I needed to hear, and I was soon to return to get this one under my belt. In the meantime, I was concentrating on the rivers, bagging some amazing carp across the county. I've made a video about the journey I undertook, so check it out on my channel if that's something that interests you. But when I had free evenings, I was travelling over to the castle, still trying hard to get the amazing photograph with that big ghostie. I know these fish aren't exactly pressured, and let's face it, they basically jump up the line, but it's all a bit of harmless fun that I enjoyed anyway. It became a lot more frustrating than I initially thought catching this carp. Every time I turned up to actually fish, he was never there. It was like he knew I was coming for him. I would always wait it out until dusk, then hook something eye-catching so it wasn't a wasted journey. But here's a sneak peek at a few of them I waded through whilst biding my time.
By having fun with these little creatures, but what a place to do it. Racking up the numbers on there. It's not exactly hard, but it's good fun fishing. Full of characters. Right, we've returned to the castle, as you can see behind me, and the big one's still not turned up, but have to make do with these ones. But what the hell of a scrap this gave me. Still, it's great fun selecting what fish you want to catch and hooking them. But they have a right good scrap, and it's good fun whilst I wait for the big one to turn up. Well chuffed for a Thursday afternoon. Remember I said to you I was going to be returning to that lovely estate for that £30 mirror? Well, I wasn't lying, and I was soon back.
Wings break free.
real sketchy moment, but come down here, bag this beast off the surface, mate. I think it's about just come down there on a quick session. Had one the other day and just nailed this quickly off the surface. This is the one believed to be 31 pound out of here, so bit of a unit. Right. Quickly show you the other side of it. Absolute estate lake warrior. They're so old in here as well. I've got to get out of here, so let's get her back. Right, I know I already spoke to you about the ghostie which swims in the castle, and every single time I was turning up he just wasn't there. But the initial first trip I went during the middle of the day, and obviously he wasn't used to being hooked at this point, so he was feeding confidently and he was there, which makes a hell of a difference when it comes to trying to catch this fish, I'm telling you. I made special effort this time to get down there on a Sunday, sort of mid-afternoon, with a couple of loaves of bread, and yes, he was there. So I carried on feeding him and introducing bread for a good couple of hours till the place closed, and I was down there with my rod.
Tom, actually.
I'm shining when I'm with you.
Just under 27. So it wasn't a 30. Finally, after travelling down there for the last 3 weeks, we've and him not being about, we come down on a Sunday, fed him all day basically, and kept him there whilst the people go home, and here it is. Big Bad Baz is what we started naming him. Epic fish. Gave me a right run around, and I'm proper happy to have caught it. Wicked. Just quickly show you the other side and then we slip it back. Such a long fish. Look at the size of it. Epic. Right, let's get her back. What a good way to finish. Thanks, Baz. Cheers, mate. Get in. Yes. all these lakes. There were no signs saying not to fish. I say, game on.
Only a desire. I wanna take you right there. Let me take you right there. You just won't give me. Only a desire. I wanna take you right there. Let me take you right there. Take you right there.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making this video. I know these fish weren't exactly hard to catch, but it was all about the place and making the memories and getting those fantastic shots that I managed to. So thank you for watching.